Hello! Welcome to another epi of Cook with Kate. How is everyone's day so far? Pretty pumped about this stream, doing something that I've never done before, obviously. That's not a first on this show. I quite often like to do things that I've never done before. And hopefully having some people watching me, they might be able to give me a couple pointers. And I am totally okay with that. What's up, Death? Good to see you in here, man. How was the rest of your stream yesterday? So, ancho pulled beef tamales with salsa roja and a fresh, crunchy jicama salad to go with it. And then we should have time to whip up a couple of mojitos as well for Thirsty Thursday. So going straight Mexican today. This is also one of my very favorite cuisines to cook and or eat just because the ingredients are so simple. So we prepped up the beef yesterday. We marinated it in a awesome ancho marinade with some citrus and achiote paste. The shortcake was amazing. I bet it looked so good. I'm loving the strawberries right now. Hey Scat, how are you? And then we also prepped up the salsa roja yesterday, so yay for us. We can just pretty much solely focus on making tamales and salad and mojitos. And real quick before we carry on, the really loud noises should be done for today. We just have flooring being laid upstairs now, so you're just going to hear like a bunch of tapping and stuff like that. But it shouldn't be too disruptive. Yeah, no mojito first for the pregame. I know. What am I doing, Albus? Should have thought about that a little better. I mean, we could probably whip one up real quick before we start, but I don't want to get too saucy. I'm kind of scared for the tamales, I'm not gonna lie. So this morning, I don't know if you guys saw in Discord, but I seared off the beef around 8:30, browned it all up in my cast iron pan there, and then put it into the oven at around 250 Fahrenheit, and it's been cooking ever since. And about 10 minutes ago, I poured in the extra marinade. So when we seared the beef this morning, I dried the beef off, seasoned it up with salt and pepper, and then reserved whatever marinade was left in the bag. And then we'll use that to sauce up the beef today. So it's just heating up, keeping in mind of our kitchen safety and food safety. So obviously you never use a marinade raw after it's touched raw meat. So always be sure to heat it back up if you're gonna use it again. Hello, Bachelor Life. How is your day? And Shadow. Welcome in, guys. So, timeline. All of the recipes I've looked at for tamales give you a ballpark time of around 6 hours to make them. Because you need some sort of pulled meat filling. So that takes the longest to cook. Probably anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. And then we will mix up our masa, make the tamale dough, and then start to form our tamales in the corn husks. So the whole part of making the tamales, just putting them into the corn husk, will probably take, let's say, around half an hour to an hour. I really have no idea because I've never done these before. And then the tamales, after they're all done up, they steam for an hour before you even eat them. So during that time while they're steaming, that will give us time to make up our salad, make up a couple mojitos before the stream is over. We'll see how things go. I think it's gonna go pretty well. I've done a lot of reading up on how to make tamales just so I feel super prepared. And then for the salsa roja, that took 20-ish minutes yesterday to make. We just roasted up all the veg and then blended it together. And the salad will take 20 minutes as well. Just chilling at your shop. You have a shop? I didn't know you had a shop. What kind of shop? So ingredients. Obviously you need some sort of filling for your tamales. It doesn't have to be meat if we have any vegetarians in here. I saw a couple really nice recipes for roasted peppers and cheese. And you could also add corn to go on the inside as well. I chose beef this time. I'm sure it would be lovely with pork or chicken as well. And then you need some masa harina. So this is the brand that I get here. It's called Masica. And this has to be mixed up with water ASAP. That's going to be the first thing we do before we start anything else today. And then we also need some lard for the tamale dough. And some sort of stock, whether it's vegetable, pork, or chicken, really up to you. Yeah, we're gonna get saucy, Death. Very saucy. And like I said, you can also add cheese in your tamale filling. If I'm feeling like it, maybe I'll add in some of that goat feta later on with the beef. I think that would be awesome as well. And then our jicama salad, I'm gonna do 2 large jicamas, 2 Granny Smith apples, 1 head of romaine shredded, a cup of cherry tomatoes, maybe 2 cups, 4 of our baby bell peppers, 1/8 of a red onion, so not super strong. And then for the dressing, I'm gonna do lime juice, a little bit of orange juice, olive oil, cilantro, and salt and pepper. Very, very simple flavors and some of my favorite stuff. You can't wait for Saucy Sunday. What are you doing, Albus? And then for the mojitos, you obviously need mint, some kind of rum, whatever you want, either dark or light. I love dark rum, so I would always choose that if I was in Mexico having a mojito. And then lime juice, a little bit of sugar or a simple syrup if you have one made up, and then just some soda water to top it all up. What is a jicama though? A jicama is this lovely thing. Not sure if you've ever seen it before. And my way of describing it is it has like a really, really nice crunch. Like it's very fresh and juicy. And I would say it's kind of in between an apple, pear / potato. So it's not super sweet and it's not super starchy either. And I've always eaten it raw. I've never cooked it. What the mess is that? Yeah, jicama. You've never seen one, Death? I'm surprised. I thought out of anyone you would be familiar with that. Okay, so order of prep. We are going to mix up our masa because that has to just sit for about 15 minutes before we make the tamale dough. Masa takes double the amount of time as flour does to absorb any liquids. So that's why you have to let it rest for a bit. Otherwise it will just be very dry if you go to work with it right away. So after about 15 minutes, it's much easier to work with. So we'll do that first. Soak our corn husks. So I didn't even count how many I got the other day. I just picked a huge handful, stuffed it in a bag. But I'm going to estimate maybe around 20 to 30. Let's hope for that amount at least. Yeah, jicama vibes. That's pretty much it, Alvis. And then after that, we will pull our beef. It should be ready to come out of the oven. And then we'll make our tamale dough. So how to make the tamale dough, you just whip up lard first until it's really nice and light. You can use vegetable lard or pork fat as well. I'm going to use a mix of both since we got quite a bit of pork fat yesterday from our pork belly, which I did not prior plan that, but it worked out really well. And then if I need to, I'll just top it up with either Crisco or Tender Flake. And then we'll build our tamales after that. And then my steamer, this is the contraption that is on the stovetop. So to steam all of these, because I don't have a huge steaming pot, I don't have any of the bamboo steaming trays either, I'm gonna use a roasting pan over the 2 burners. And then I just have 4 small Bernardin jars that I'm just going to put on the bottom of the pan, so I can do that now. To prop up the wrap so that the tamales don't touch the water while it's steaming. And I think that's gonna work out really well. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I shouldn't stress about this considering these have been made for a long, long time and they never had these fancy ass things back when they were making tamales. So I was like, I should be able to figure out something that will work. And I think that will work really well. And then after we prep our steamer up, so we just need to fill it up with some water and get it going, we will steam our tamales, and then we know we have an hour to do other things before it's ready. And then hopefully they all cook well and everything is happy at the end. So just a little bit of info before we even start. Let's get into tamales first. I haven't eaten many of these either. I don't know if you guys have, but they are really nice. So a tamale is a traditional Mesoamerican dish made of masa, which is steamed in a corn husk or a banana leaf. The wrapping is discarded before eating, yes. Tamales can be filled with meats, cheeses, fruits, that would be good, vegetables, chilies, or any preparation according to taste. And both the filling and the cooking liquid has to be seasoned. Okay, so we have to season our water then when we do our steamer, I guess. So tamales originated in Mesoamerica as early as 8,000 to 5,000 BC. A long, long time ago. The preparation of tamales is likely to have spread from the indigenous culture in Mexico and Guatemala to the rest of Latin America. According to archaeologists, tamales may date from the year 100 AD. Woo-wee! Okay, I better not mess them up then, because I feel like a lot of people are judging me from up there. The Aztec and Mayan civilizations, as well as the Olmeca and Tolteca before them, used tamales as easily portable food for hunting trips and for traveling large distances, as well as supporting their armies. Very cool. Tamales were also considered sacred as it is the food of the gods. Aztec, Maya, Olmeca, and Tolteca all considered themselves to be people of corn, and so tamales played a large part in their rituals and festivals. Yeah, everyone's watching me. Don't mess it up. That's how I feel, Death. So the Spanish singular of tamales is tamal, which is derived from tamali, so Tamali. And this is from the ancient language of Nahuatl, used by the Aztec people. You're dead. Oh, man. You've never had tamales, but now you want? Me too. So excited, Scat. So tamale making is a ritual that has been part of Mexican life since pre-Hispanic times, when special fillings and forms were designated for each specific festival or life event. The preparation is complex, time-consuming, and an excellent example of Mexican communal cooking, where this task usually falls to the women. Tamales are a favorite comfort food in Mexico, eaten as both breakfast and dinner, and often accompanied by a hot atole or champurrado. No idea what those are. And then arroz con leche, which is kind of like a rice pudding. And then street vendors can be seen serving them from huge steaming covered pots called tamaleras. Exactly, Lemon. That's the thing. The ancestors are judging. Do not break under the pressure. So the most common fillings are pork and chicken, okay. I already messed it up. I chose beef. In either red or green salsa or a mole. Oh, that makes me want mole now. They're a thickened drink, thickened with masa. Okay. It's also making me want agua de Jamaica. Or what is the other rice one with cinnamon? Totally drawing a blank right now, but some of my favorite things to drink. So the cooking of tamales is traditionally done in batches of tens or sometimes hundreds, and the ratio of filling to dough is a matter of preference. Yeah, jicama, tamarindo. And that is it for tamales. We will divulge into it a little bit further, obviously, when we get to making them. What is the other drink called? You would know this, Lemon. I think it starts with an H. Horchata, that's what it is. Horchata. There we go. So traditionally, a mojito is a cocktail that consists of 5 ingredients: white rum, sugar, lime juice, soda water, and mint. So this is actually a Cuban recipe. It's not a Mexican thing, but I had a lot of them in Mexico. The original Cuban recipe uses spearmint or yerba buena, a mint variety very popular on the island. Its combination of sweetness, citrus, and mint flavors is intended to complement the rum and has made the mojito a popular summer drink. The Child Whisperer, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. When preparing a mojito, lime juice is added to sugar and the mint leaves, and then the mixture is mashed with a muddler. If you don't have a muddler, just use the back of a spoon or really whatever you have laying around. You just want to crush up the mint so you release those flavors from the leaf. The mint leaf should only be bruised to release the essential oils and not be shredded. So you don't need to chop it up at all. You just want to bruise the mint. Then the rum is added and the mixture is briefly stirred to dissolve the sugar and then to lift the mint leaves up from the bottom. Finally, the drink is topped with crushed ice and sparkling soda water. You can use mint leaves and lime wedges to garnish the glass as well. So Havana, Cuba is the birthplace of mojitos. Havana, oh na na. I had to. Although the exact origin of this classic cocktail is the subject of debate. One story traces the mojito to a similar 16th century drink known as El Drac after Sir Francis Drake. In 1586, after his successful raid at Cartagena, Drake's ships sailed towards Havana, but there was an epidemic of dysentery and scurvy on board. It was known that the local South American Indians had remedies for various tropical illnesses. So a small boarding party went ashore on Cuba and came back with ingredients for an effective medicine. Lime juice on its own would have significantly prevented scurvy and dysentery. But they also decided to use mint and sugar just to hide the harsh taste of one of the spirits that they used to make the drink. And that is it, guys. Let's get started. Let's stop fooling around. Hopefully you just learned a little bit of stuff. Okay, so I am using the recipe for tamales from Serious Eats. Shout out to them. I always love to go to that site first when I'm looking for a recipe for the first time, because they just go through every step very well. And they also provide a lot of pictures as well, so that you're not stuck kind of just guessing how things should be put together. What is that thing called again? The fruit. Jicama. 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 And the recipe that I'm looking at, it says it makes enough dough for about 30 tamales. I don't know if I have that many corn husks, but we will just follow this recipe to a T. So we need 3 cups of masa harina mixed with 2 cups of water or chicken stock, and then we need to just let it rest. Good afternoon, Steampunk. How is your day? Cover that guy up. Lemon, you gotta tell me today if I'm doing it wrong. You have to keep me on point, girl. Hey, there's our 3 cups of masa. I feel like this might have to be mixed with like warm water. Might help. Your mom only let you watch. The worst. Okay, so I need 2 cups of liquid. Should I make up a quick stock or just do water? I think I'll just do water, honestly. I know that we'll have a lot of flavor in the beef and then also in the tamale dough. But if you guys think otherwise, then I can mix in just some of the chicken stock. We can just put a little splashy splash. Season all of the things, it said. Okay, good. She voted broth. Why are you green? Boom. And then this is gonna get super pasty. But never feel like you have to add more water. Always follow the recipe. Because like I said, this takes double the amount of time as flour does to soak up the moisture. And that's why we gotta let it rest. If you need to, just kind of mash it together. So Lemon, I saw your thing that someone had already spoken for that wood burning oven. I was like, no. So sad for you. And I love how you're like, I was just gonna use it as a planter. Dual purpose oven. Oh, this smells so good already. Just reminds me of the taqueria. It's bringing me back. I was gonna message my chef from the taqueria and ask him for a tamale recipe, but he just recently opened up his own Filipino restaurant, so I didn't want to bug him. So I was like, I'll just do stuff from online. Okay, so that is that. I'm just gonna cover it with a dishcloth just so it doesn't dry out while we do other stuff. You bet it will fall through. Yeah, let's cross our fingers. And we'll just let that sit aside for now. And then onto our corn husks. So let me count out how many I have first. I think I got enough. And I tried to pick all of the really big ones just so it wouldn't be difficult to wrap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. Let's just do all of them. So we have like just over 30. I'm stoked about that. I was like a little bit worried because I never counted them at all. But we are good. And the best way to soak these, I can just use a really big bowl. Just want a little bit of warm water in there. And then those will become a lot more pliable for wrapping. When you first started helping your mom make tamales, your job was to hold the corn husk down in the water. I know, I was gonna just say, I was like, how do you get it to stay down? I'll probably just use a plate though. Yeah, a brick would have been the best. Why not? You were just outsmarting her. And that's why she never let you help. You're fraying from the system. You can't do that. Okay, so there's that. We'll just let those soak for a bit. Okay, our prep is going well. So next step is for me to pull the beef out of the oven. Oh yeah, just gonna grab some of these, the corn hairs off of my cutting board. And it should definitely be done now. It's been cooking since 9. Smells unreal. 9 to 3. Should be good to go. Are we ready? Yum. So there is a string in here on the beef. And this is not burnt, guys. I just seared it off really nice. And some of that color is also from the achiote paste in the marinade. So don't be like, oh my God, it's burnt. Oh, just pulling the string off and it's just falling apart. That's what we're looking for. If you're wondering if your beef is ready to pull, that's how you know. Yeah, it is seared to the max. That's how you build up a lot of flavor though. It's a must. And then that's all the extra marinade underneath. But it is still pretty liquidy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull it all in here. And then I think we're just gonna strain it back out. But don't worry, we're not gonna throw the marinade out. That can still be used for something else. Thanks, guys. Yeah, this looks freaking delicious. It smells proper. It's still really, really juicy inside, which is great. So that's why I opted to cook it like way lower temp for a lot longer. Because I didn't want it to get dry at all. Albus has the meat sweats already. My dad was working outside already this morning at around 8:30. He was doing like cutting some flooring and stuff. And I just hear him. He's like, "Are you serious?" And I'm just like, "What?" I go outside and ask him. He's like, "I can smell that already and it smells too good." I was like, "I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to smell it for a lot longer." Lemon, have you done any more practicing for your bake sale? Or sorry, your competition? Holy. This is a pot of pots. I'm just gonna get some tongs. Get everything coated in our ancho marinade. I might have to go hand out some samples upstairs though. Okay, let's get a try on this and see if we need to add any salt. I don't want to pull my beef too much. I still like it to be quite chunky. Yeah, definitely needs a bit of salt, but the flavor is amazing. Made a peanut butter oatmeal and grain cookie. That was just for noms. Fair enough. Hello, Saving Sunsets. How are you? Make a cookie inside a brownie inside a Twinkie. Now that's pretty epic. We're just gonna sprinkle some salt over. Give this another little tossy toss. And then we should be good. Because this will have to cool off a little bit before we even make the tamales. So there's a lot of thinking ahead if you want to make tamales. But everyone says the hard work pays off, and I totally believe it. That's really, really good. It's not spicy at all either, even though we did add those couple of chilies yesterday. It's more of just like a really nice roasty flavor. A tamale cookie. Have you seen the corn cookie from Milk Bar? I've always wanted to try it, but I never have. Okay, I'm just gonna go bring a container of this upstairs since the whole fam is here today. Because I know they've been salivating over it the whole time, and I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay. So Sammy said a little bit more salt, but I don't think I'm gonna over salt it now because we might put in some of the goat feta, which is also salty. So let's just leave it, let it cool off, and then we'll revisit that a little bit later. And then I also have these two containers here. So I just poured in around a cup of beer with the beef this morning when I went to braise it. And I'm just gonna reserve that for later for pretty much whatever we need to use it for. Okay, lemon, sounds good. Shadow, just drooling. Yes, settle down, Sammy. Okay, we are seriously crushing this. So our next step is to start to mix our lard in the mixer here. And then we also have to prepare some stock as well. It says 1 cup of stock, but I have a little bit of the pork broth left over from the pork belly yesterday, so I'm gonna take the lard off of that, weigh it out, and then that way I'll be able to use the stock underneath, and maybe I'll just water it down a little bit if it's too salty. You're just cutting veggies. Okay, sounds good. I made mom grab food. I love that, Death. It is seriously good. Just pretty much set it and forget it. For how many hours was that? 9 to 3? 6 hours? So this is the container yesterday that I poured out of the pork belly pan. So that's all the fat that we're going to use for the tamales, and then just a little bit of the broth underneath. And we can either top that with veg stock or chicken stock, really whatever. But you can see how nice it came out. And then I just have a little bit of Crisco here, vegetable shortening, in case we need a bit more. Yum. Why is fat like so fun to play with? Oh, flinging it everywhere. Hey Steve, how are you? So far my day is good. Sammy and I did a lot of driving this morning. I didn't go to the farm. I opted out. I was going to make up a bunch of cookie dough. Then I realized I needed a couple ingredients, so Sam and I just had a morning of driving around, grabbing some renovation supplies, some stuff from Bulk Barn for cookies this weekend. And we just got back before lunch. We also picked up another brisket. We're gonna make another smoked brisket this weekend for my aunt and uncle, who are moving to Halifax now for my uncle's job. And so he's never had one of Sam's briskets yet. And a must. So that's what we're going to do on Saturday again. So while I'm doing the yard sale, the brisket will be cooking up. Is it possible to fire a volunteer? Yeah, no. Robin was super cool with it. Fuck, the scale turned off. You're the worst, Scale. She just said good luck with everything. I mean, I've been going steady there since March, I think. So I don't think she can really get mad at that. Here's an easy way to find out how much we had in there. We had 6 ounces, so we only need 2 more. This is gonna be great. If you ever have the chance to use animal fat rather than vegetable fat, do it. So much better. Steve, what are you up to today? Hey, there we go. We're getting fatty. And I guess we'll see how this stream goes. It might end earlier than later if I build these things up like a mad woman. Kika's sister. Kiko's sister. Hello. Welcome in. Okay, so now moving over to here. Boop. This can go into our mixer. Take a couple minutes. Can I make a kebab? Yeah, I can make kebab. I did that a couple months ago. And I do love making kebabs and eating them. Okay, so the whipping shall commence. Not sure how this is gonna work, but we should be good, I think. So it's gonna first soften it up, and then it'll start to turn a nice light color. And that's how you know it's whipped up well. And while that's going, I'm just gonna take a taste of this broth in the bottom. Pretty salty. I'm just gonna top it with a little bit of our veg broth base. And then we only need a cup. So I'm gonna pour in a cup of hot water so everything can dissolve. A lot of driving, Steve. You dropped your brother off at school and picked him up and took your mom to work. Fun. No, we did a lot of driving this morning too. Holy, that's looking unreal, hey? Got so creamy. Smells very porky. Yeah, let's just make a pork frosting. I think we'll just do a little bit more after scraping. Bam. So, coming back over. Here is my cup of stock. So it is quite dark, yes. But that means it's going to be really flavorful. And I am into that. Like it said, everything for the tamales has to be seasoned ahead of time. Otherwise, yes, it will be very, very bland. But that pretty much goes with anything you cook, if you think about it. So it says we also need to add in a little bit of salt and some baking powder to the lard. And then we'll add a quarter of the masa at a time, beating between additions until it's incorporated. And then we'll add our stock and continue beating until it's really light and has a spreadable hummus-like texture. Holy, and then we have to refrigerate it for an hour? See, I didn't know this. What? Okay, that is fine. We just better hurry our butts up then. Oh, it would probably be good lemon. I already thought about it. Hello, Buff. How are you? Don't refrigerate it. I don't think so, Kenny Buns. Lemon, we need help. Do you think we should put it in the fridge for an hour or just let it rest for like half an hour at room temp? That's what I think. I was like, isn't it gonna like dry it out and make it hard to work with? So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, thank you guys. That's gonna save us some time then. Blessed to have you around. Let's just say that. Not only do you learn from me, but I also learn from you. It's a two-way street. Yes, Thule. Okay. 3 people have said don't do it. I'm not gonna do it. We went through a lot of salt yesterday making all those pickles. Gotta fill it back up. Yeah, what is the point of putting it in the fridge? See, it doesn't explain that. That's why I was like questioning it. So we also need 2 teaspoons of salt. Usually helps if the broth is a little warm. Okay, yeah, my broth is warm because I just mixed it with a little bit of warm water. So yay for that. Okay, we'll whip that up a little bit more. Little scrape down, because why not? Adds it melted in a stream and she stirs with her other hand. I was just going to ask that one. I was like, did your mom use a mixer or did she use her hand? I'm not surprised that she did it all by hand. Okay, our masa feels actually really good. It's not dry at all. So we can start to incorporate it. Set a quarter at a time. Next. You add your seasonings into the masa flour first, then add the large solid, mix it with your hands till it's blended, then a little broth at a time. Where are the mojitos? Yeah, that. Nothing yet. Tamales are taking first priority for now, and then once they have been built, then I'll feel a lot better, and then I will treat myself to a mojito. I think this is working well, guys. I think I can. Okay, the last addition of the masa. And then it's on to the broth. Stuff's getting jammed up. I'm gonna wipe down this middle thing. But it is really nice and light already, I can tell. Thank you, fat, for that. And so I guess I'm just gonna stream in the broth. Where's the beer, Jim? Not today, man. We're gonna go with mojitos today. What is it, Steve? We're making tamales. So this is fat, like pork fat. Yes, Kansas. Pork fat, baking powder, salt, and then we added the masa. Fat is fun and games until you can't get rid of it. It's true. That's the truest thing ever. Hello, Mies. Fluffy Mia. How are you? We are getting there. It looks so good. A little bit more, I think, still. I'm guessing we will use this whole cup. It's too hot outside to garden. Boo, Kansas. What's your temp there right now? And then the test for this is to drop it into water. And if it floats, then you're good. How do we feel? That looks like hummus. Okay, I'll fill a cup with water. And we'll do our testy test. Buff, what is this? So I'm making tamale dough. So that's actually a mixture of lard, baking powder, salt, and masa, which is corn flour. Yeah, you never question your family recipes. Just like, this is how it's done, and that's it. And then if this does not float, and it said we have to just add a little bit more fat. It's just 90, but very muggy and sunny. Oh, you just had a massive storm. Wow. That's crazy, Kansas. Okay, so just gonna drop a little bit into the water. Let's check how she is. It floats, my wonderful people. So I guess I shouldn't add any more of the broth then. It's not needed. Yay for that. Super pumped. But we don't have to throw that out if you don't want to. I already have a little bit of stock in the fridge, so I'm just gonna add that to it. So this, I'm just gonna throw that out, and we can move on to making our tamales. Woohoo! That was a lot easier than I anticipated. What is your guys' favorite tamale filling? Candy Buns, thank you for the follow. And welcome in. Just gonna put the mixer away right now as well. Then we have more room to work. Pork and crumbly beef mix, yum. Hey, Thunderstruck, you like all tamales. I think I'm with you on that one. I think it'd be really hard to choose a favorite. You've never had them, Buff. That makes sense. There's not a lot of Mexican food in Europe. I will say that. So just scraping off my beaters. You like to use pork meat. Soak it overnight in red chili before you fill them. Yum. Beans for you, Thule. I like that too. How can you go wrong? Green chili, red chili, dolce. I've never had a dolce de leche tamale. That would be dirt nasty, and I like it. Now I want to make that. What if I get just hooked on making tamales? Make a little tamale truck in BC. That would be a first, I know that. Do we have to dry the corn husks before we wrap them? That's my next question. Chicken blend with rajas and cheese. Yes! Rajas con crema is one of my favorites as well. think I'll just dry them off. Ooh, this one had some funky stuff in it with this guy. Just lay this down on the bottom of the plate. We just got a little bit of dirt in there, so I guess I'll just rinse that off. And it said take any of the hairs out as well. Obviously don't want that. There's always that Mexican mom selling tamales out of her van. That's gonna be me. Except I'm not Mexican. Kansas, you're not a bean fan. Nice, Buff. You did your breakfast menu. Okay, don't dry them too much. Okay, I was just patting them off then. Sounds good to me. Can Twitch become an addiction? For sure, Shadowlyn. I'm addicted, I know that. And I guess I'll just get a little sheet pan to put the tamales on when they're done. That sounds like a good option. And then we need to peel a couple of these husks so that we have little ties as well. Having them wet helps them steam as well. Okay, I didn't dry them off very well, so I feel like I'm gonna be okay. Let's take this crazy one and make some strands out of it, which I'm pretty sure you just do this. We need like 30 pieces. Hey, Chickadee China. How are you? The funky dress ladies can cook. Yeah, those are always great things, Kansas. Attack of the Bonnets. We do not have much of that out here, but there was a bunch when I went with Sammy to visit his parents in Ontario. I have to get all you can. Because while you're on the road, you get none. Dang. Yeah, hi, my name is Shadow, and I watch Twitch. Do you guys think that these leaves are big enough, though, to not tie it? Or should I just leave a, like, just pull this husk for however many strings I need, just in case I need it? I don't know. Just sitting them together. Okay, that makes sense. I'll just pull it just in case. I already started. I went too far. I can't go back now. Buff, you're so lost. I love it. I like when chefs get lost. I'm gonna keep you entertained then. Sacrifice one, yeah. Sacrifice one for all. Oh shit, I pulled it apart. Shh, that didn't happen. Okay, we sacrificed two. No. I'm just gonna grab the beef in a bowl. Just so I don't need this massive thing on the counter as well while we're filling them. And it's surprisingly, it did soak up most of that marinade, so yes for that. Hello, lovely. You buy them candy when you see them. Of course, with permission. Nice. That is so cool, Kansas. The husks don't have to be perfect. Thanks, guys. It's nice to have so many people that know what the hell is going on right now. And then there's me and Buff. We're chefs and we have no idea. So it says around 2 tablespoons of filling. And then you just spread it on this end. And then tie it. I need to go back to the recipe. Spread it on the end, fold it over, and then tie up the other one. Is the top end open though? The top end is open. What? Okay, we got this. That is the best, Kansas. Yeah, I feel you. At least 3/4 of the leaf. This is where everyone's gonna be like, no, do it this way. Don't do it that way. You know what? I found this is with my mixer that I have, and I think this is gonna be freaking awesome for just going pfft. So we got this little tool as well. Can't do worse than your 85. Clapped. You've been shook to death. Okay, are we doing good? Don't go too thin. Okay, I'll put a little bit more on. I'm gonna start to use this guy. Way better. I feel like I am cooking with you guys today. You're not cooking with me. And I am so okay with this. Does that look like enough filling? You shouldn't see the corn husk through it. Okay, perfect. These are such good pointers. Hey, Feed and Frenzy. It's been a while. Okay, so now fold both sides of the husk over to completely surround the filling. And then you just flip the bottom up. I'm confused. Like, do you want it overlapped? Is that allowed? And you just flip it up. I think I need more on the bottom part for sure. I don't know if we can add more now. The masa will overlap. Kate, that's all I need to know. You cover the leaf with more masa. I feel like I could just top it up a little bit, but I'll do it proper the next one. Yay, yay, yay. Kate, let's get going then. I'm feeling good, guys. Put the more meat on one side because it's easier to roll. Thank you. Okay, we'll scoop a bunch on. Use this guy to scrape it. And we are going to start being a tamale machine. Woo, woo, that's the sound of the police. The rolling part just gets me. I don't like the overlapping bit. But that's just like, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, don't call the food police, guys. I haven't had a visit from them in a while. Do you guys feel like I should cut this one in half? Because it is large and in charge. Thanks, Kansas. Yeah, by the time I wrap the last one, I might have the hang of it. There's still hope. It just holds it shut. No, just don't cover all the way. It's to fold one side halfway over like a taco, then roll. Oh, okay. Trying to just get this layer nice and even. Oh, clapped. I will show you the way. You hold tight. I will show you the way with my people that have just showed me the way. Don't go to the edge of both sides. Dang it, I need a smaller scraper then. This is the most fun I've had in a while. I'm not even lying right now.
You going to Vancouver tomorrow?
What? You can't do that.
Yep.
Why?
Because the cabinets that they bought were the wrong size.
That's some BS.
So we might be getting 2 shelves downstairs and then they'll fit.
Oh, the IKEA one?
The closet organizers are your mom, like, I'm fitting in between them in the closet. Like, I fit in between them.
Wow.
What's going on, chat? How are things?
They're teaching me how to make tamales. Everyone here knows. It's the greatest thing ever.
Kate.
Funnest cooking class.
Kate, cook with Kate. Teach Kate how to cook.
Yeah, exactly. You use a spoon also. Spoon is traditional. Oh, frick. And hello, Omat. I saw you in here. How are you, man? Everyone, do it one way. Do it this way. No, no. Do it the other way. The heck? Pretty soon I'm just gonna do it my own way. It's looking good though. Like they are all looking very symmetrical, so I think I'm doing okay. Oh no, Matt. You went there. You got a little bit too much ginger wine. I like how you call it wine now. Okay, I'm still liking this thing. Except when it goes to the edge. I don't know how I feel about that. But it spreads it so nice and even. When will you see and eat with Kate and Sam? That's a good question. I don't know, maybe on Sunday? I would love to do like an IRL eating out stream, but Canada does not offer unlimited data for anything. So for me to do an IRL stream eating out, I think I put a little bit too much filling there. It would cost like $400 in one day because it would use that much data. So it's definitely not ideal, and it makes me very sad because I would totally do streams with you guys that way. The thing with tamales is there is no right or wrong way. I am starting to realize that everyone's family does their own way, and I love that part about Mexican cuisine. Because as you guys know, I always like to make my stuff my own. Like, I rarely follow a recipe to a T. Unless I'm just, like, super unfamiliar with it. Kate and Sam beer tasting? Yeah, home brews. Make some beer. I know, I can learn from Optrix. He has his own, like, brewing system at his house. And plus, I worked at a brewery and have a couple of brewing friends who are still working in the industry, so that could also help. There was too much on that one. I'm definitely getting the hang of this now, though. I understand. Guys, we did our first row. Frick, yeah. 6 down already. Social eating. Just eat your meal at home with Sammy. Yeah, you guys would love that. Well, Saturday we're going out to my aunt's house as a little bit of a going away party. Bringing a brisket over there. And then Sunday, Sammy said he wanted to go for sushi. But we're gonna go for sushi for lunch. But I promise soon. I know you guys like that. I don't know why you want to see me eat. But if that's what you so desire, I'm into it. I really don't give a crap about people seeing me eat. Quite frequently eat with my hands. Is Canada a good place to live in? I would say. After traveling a bunch of places, I understand why Canada has hype for even Europeans. They're like, I've always wanted to go live in Canada. And I was always like, why? And then every time I'd come back home, I would realize why. It's very, very different. But I would say not all places in Canada are good. Just gonna wipe off the corn hairs. I would never live in Vancouver again, straight up. Just doesn't make sense. Can I do it your way to avoid the flap? Just one? Yeah. I wasn't doing them to the edge. If that's what you mean. Or you want the spoon. You need me to use a spoon. Ah! You're a hand eater? Yes, truly. I know I've always been like that. That's true, oh Matt. Yeah, we could all just sit down and eat at one time. It's like, okay guys, grab your snacks, we're eating. Let's do this. That is well, Kansas. Yeah, I would love to do social eating. Okay, so that. And then roll this side. No judgment, my people. But it's looking really good. At least I can see the filling and the masa. No way, Tuli. That's amazing. Where are you thinking about going? Just spread to one edge and start rolling from the masa side. Ah, okay. Spread into one edge. I think I like that way the best. So I'm going to leave this edge clean. I also love the feeling of this dough for the tamales. It's super light. And then we're just gonna roll it. Start from that side, roll it up. Now we don't have an overlap. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Sometimes I miss your jokes, guys. Chat's going kind of fast right now. Staying focused on my tamale game. I did. What the hell? My notifications. Thanks for keeping me on point, though. Let me back it up. We're backing it up to whatever just happened. $13.37 tip. Where was it? I didn't even see that. It's not showing up on my stuff. Oh, Matt, are you playing with me? China, where did I miss it? There it is. Thank you, Chickadee China. That's unreal. Hopefully no one beats that this week. And I will totally want you to request a meal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say. And I'm sorry that I missed it. Okay, now I'm gonna start to catch back up for a sec. Yeah, there's no unlimited data here. It's the worst. Since he lives in Toronto, that's probably where you're gonna go depending on the school you get in. That is so cool, Thule. But seriously, guys, can I just say thank you for all the help today? Because I doubt my tamales would have turned out this well without getting all the pointers. Still trying to figure out what's the best method here, though. But I am liking Lemon's method of not spreading it all the way over to the one side. Not too tight because the masa will expand. Thank you, thank you. Mas, I live in a house, I guess I will call it that. So we live in a basement suite of a house, and it's a walkout. Have I missed both of your jokes? Oh, man. The tamales have taken over. Oh, Matt, you're not messing with me? Once in a lifetime. Don't even give me that. You're my favorite troll in the channel. I'm steaming these in a contraption in a roasting pan. Can you boil tamales? I didn't know that was a thing. I think they would fall apart if you boiled them. Yeah, China, you have to request a meal now. There's no donations in peace. But if it's too much pressure, then let me pick a meal for you. Let's just say that. Hey, helicopter. How are you doing, man? What is this, helicopter? This is tamale dough. We're making some Mexican food today. I think Mexican and Italian food are my top 2 favorite foods to eat. Guys, look at my safety shoes. Just saved my socks from getting dirty. We're putting dough everywhere. Good thing those weren't my slippers. Lemon, you haven't even chopped a veg yet? You said you were chopping at the beginning of the stream. Ha ha ha. You are all mine. Moss, my voice is unique. Have I tried singing? Not professionally. I like to have my own little jam sessions though. I'm definitely not that good. But I've always thought about it. Like, I do love music and like singing along to music, 100%. I've never taken any lessons though. I feel like I would definitely need that. I'm a bodybuilding, singing, astronaut, chef. Epic, Thunderstruck. You called it. We don't close the bottom half. No. Didn't close the bottom half. And apparently you don't even have to tie it. Mind blown. Moop. I feel like I'm just like playing around with Play-Doh or some kind of dough. Except then you can actually eat it after, and it's delicious tasting. Can I make something with saffron one day? Of course, man. I've done it a couple times already. That was 2 months. Yeah, Buff. That's how I do my channel. So on Fridays, we pick the top cheer and the top donator of the week. And those people get to request meals. So China is the top donator so far. And then Rook is still in the lead for top cheer, but typically he likes to give it away to somebody. He doesn't request a thing. Don't buy fake saffron, never. What is a fire stick, Omat? What are we even talking about? I missed something. Classic Kate. Missing the most important parts. Oh no. I cut it off now. Saffron has a bit of flavor, guys. It's just like really floral. But yeah, it is used more for the color than anything. Oh no, China. Thank you so much for the donate. And hopefully catch you later. Okay, we definitely have too much filling in this guy. Boop. Vune with the raid. Welcome in, guys. Oh, Amazon Fire Stick. That's what that thing is called? Vune, how's it going? How was the stream? It was a good stream today. Yay, man. That's good to hear. Glad your spirits are back up. And did you sleep well last night? I have to ask because you've just been so tired lately. Like crazy funny tired. Streaming games is so much easier than improvising fantasy stories. Yeah, but at least you tried it and you know what you need to improve. Or just not do it at all. But at least you tried it. I always say that. I think these might explode. I'm worried, Lemon. I think they're gonna blow up too much. That's terrifying, Kansas. I feel like that's why I would never get one of those things. Be like, is she watching me? What is she doing? The privacy would be over. You went to bed last night and literally passed out? Yes. Those are the best nights. They'll just spill out a bit. Okay, okay. Okay, we need a refill on our meat. There's definitely more beef than I could ever need for the tamales. So I'm feeling like that'll probably get frozen or made into something amazing. Yes, 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 Vune. I'm happy you posted that. I just saw that Sushi said she posted on Twitter the other day, so it is live. Unreal. I'm so happy that they did that for everyone. And for free. It's like, shouldn't they be charging to have people on that site? Like, they could totally make money. It's like, put your name on this for however many dollars a month. And you can be on the main site with all the streamers. But the fact that they did it for free just shows how awesome they are. Yeah, everyone go check out that site. Has all the cooking streamers in one spot and lets you know when they are on. Coolest thing ever. Because honestly, I've been trying to find all the streamers for a while. And it's just really hard to do that on Twitch. Oh, they do charge people? 50 bucks goes into Vune's bank account. Now we know what is going on over there. Yeah, you're gonna get hacked by Russia. Don't do it, Gimp. Don't do it. I know you're kidding, Vune. I don't know if anyone else knows if you're kidding though. Look it. I'm crushing them.
She's making tamales.
It's only 4 o'clock.
It's only 4 o'clock. It's almost time for 420.
No, it's mojitos.
It's almost time for mojitos.
Posh, what you think? Come here.
Should they beef stacks?
Say hi. Say hi, girl. I got nothing. I got nothing, girl. Bachelor life, what are you talking about? Vune just posted it in chat a little bit up from when you just typed. It's called Belly. And it's a site that Sushi Day and I don't know if it's her husband. Is Sun her husband? I honestly don't know them that well, so I don't want to say something weird. But Sushi Day and her partner, let's say, Sun, made that site together. Has all of the cooking streamers on it. Yeah, Pepper. She's like, beef? I hear there's beef down here. Can I get a taste test, please? What is Sam's specialty? To cook? He is my pit master now. He's my barbecue guy. / smoker. I think that's my favorite thing that he makes now. But we just we started doing that stuff together. Like the green egg has always been like our thing. But he always just makes the food and I eat it. So that's my treat now from Sammy. Tamales ship well when frozen and in 2-day delivery. Yeah, just saying, Lemon. Same with those cookies. Except the sad part is the corn husks, I have to drive like 40 minutes into the city to even get more of these. I thought I had more than enough, but I regret not grabbing more from the store when I was there. And can someone tell me if I'm doing this like too slow? Tell me if I'm like way slower than your grandma. I need to know these things. Jedi mind trickster, yes, exactly. They'll get ya. It is time consuming, but so far it's been great having you guys here.
It's always great having chat there.
Guys, look at 1 tray done. Feels good. I think I need a water break real quick. Chugged. Okay, sounds good. I feel like I've been doing pretty good for time-wise. We're at least over halfway through the dough. And definitely halfway through the husks. Yes, Omat. Oh, thanks for asking, man. Yeah, the setup went really good. He crushed it in a day. Like, did all of the water cooling pipes, everything. And it looks freaking good. I can just wash my hands up real quick just to show you guys. It's like, it's a maheen. Let's just say that. I'll just finish rolling this one. And then last night he mounted the monitors onto the wall so that they're not on the desk anymore. nice to do with family. We have our own little assembly line. I love that. I love that, Kenny. That's exactly what I would imagine how tamales would be made. Yeah, it is water cooled, Omat. It has been water cooled this whole time from when we started the stream, but he just changed it to a different case. And if you want to check out the case, it's called P90. He'll probably play a little bit of Fortnite tonight, Death. As always. Okay, so there is the system. Craziness. I haven't played around with any of the RGBs yet, so it's just straight up rainbow. And then that's the rest of it. So lovely. Back to this. Is there a link to the specs? No. I should get Sam to write up the specs and post them in Discord for you guys. Yeah, it's super flashy. I'm gonna set all of my stuff to purple, obviously. And he has pretty much all of his stuff set to green when he's on his login. Yeah, they are actually very similar size to the stove fan. Like, how sad is that? Rafi's raid. Oh god, guys, I'm sorry for this. Whatever is going on right now. Just let it go. And thank you? Like, what just happened? Ah! What did I miss? Streamlabs can't keep up. Yeah, get those onions in there, guys. Thank you so much, Raffies. Much love to everyone in here. We're having a tamale party. It was really, really peaceful until everyone showed up, but welcome. I am learning how to make tamales from my viewers, and it is amazing. Thank you for all of the new follows. I'm not gonna list them all off now, but when this craziness is done, I will try and go through the list for everyone. But welcome in, seriously. Welcome to Cook with Kate. I stream Monday to Fridays on here. Always cooking. I have not done a gamer stream yet. And for the past 4 months that I have cooked on stream, I have not made the same thing twice. What is a tamale? So a tamale is a Mexican food that uses corn husks, which is this. And then you make a dough with pork lard and corn flour and a little bit of broth, and that's what I'm spreading onto the husk. And then you can fill it with whatever you want. It typically has some kind of pulled meat, or you can do like roasted veggies as well, and cheese. Totally up to you. And then I've also heard that they do like sweet tamales with some caramel sauce. Thank you for the tip, Mousy. Much appreciated. It sounds good, Erin. Thanks. Yeah, this is my first time making them. I've got a full tray already, and we're just getting ready to finish it off. So this is where we're at. And then to cook these, they actually get steamed for an hour. So it's a long process. You need to know this in advance, but I think it is worth it, 100%. You'll taste the love, let's just say that. Desposito, by the way, and bye. Thank you for that. Those are a lot. I know, it's so much. There's only 4 of us eating. But like Lemon said, maybe I'll freeze some and send them away. Then they can taste test if I made it right. So I have no idea who Rafi's is. Can somebody in here enlighten me a little bit from where you guys came just now? Because I want to know this. You can leave some uncooked and freeze them. Oh. See, I didn't know that, Kenny. I was like, I don't know if I can freeze it because it might fall apart. But now that you say that, I'm probably going to freeze a bunch of them. Rafi's is the true #1 on OSU. It's a video game. That's so cool. A rhythm game. Second best in the world at clicking circles. What? I need to go check that game out. Topping up our beef again, guys. And this beef cooked for 6 hours this morning. And I marinated it last night in an ancho pepper marinade. And that's our filling. And I might do a couple with cheese, or I might just put the cheese into our jicama salad. Either or. Miri, I got rated by Rafi's. I don't know if you know who that is. I had like 800 people watching me.
That's crazy.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, delicious. Good job.
Thank you. So we can freeze some of these raw.
Oh yeah?
And they won't fall apart.
Nice.
I don't even know how I'm not eating this beef right now. I know, Lemon. Like I told you though, that's how chefs are. Is like you're trained to not stick your fingers into the food that you prepare because it might make people sick, right? So I'm just so used to not doing it. Sammy's going in.
Fuck, that's delicious.
You sound like Action Bronson. What did I marinate the beef with? Great question. So I did a mixture of onion, garlic, ancho peppers dried, and guajillo peppers. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they're just Mexican peppers that are actually quite mild and more floral than spicy. And then we blended that up. I think there was a little bit of cilantro as well. Blended it up with some orange and lime juice. And then let that sit with the beef overnight. I know, Anye, you would come in here now, you little butt. He's showing up to the party. Better late than never, though, dude. Welcome in, man. Who would have known that we would have got a raid during Tamale Day? I am into it. I know I love Action Bronson. I want to cook with him. So we're nearing the end of our tamale process, which is awesome. I think I have 10 or 12 left, and it probably took me around an hour to make all of these. So it's definitely a lot easier if you have another person helping you. Yeah, everyone from the raid, can I just say how awesome you guys all are? Very respectful, and I love how interactive you're being. Considering Twitch is like not really a place for people to cook on stream. So thanks for all the support. That is amazing. Am I ever gonna try OSU? I should. Okay, I'm gonna open a browser right now so that I go and check it out after stream. And then maybe I will do an OSU stream for Rafi. I should do the Hot Ones challenge. What's that? Right. He's like, nah, what's that? Like foreign or summit? Love it. Well, let me tell you, I'm sure he would eat it if he was just given it and told, you need to eat this. Eat 10 chicken wings with 10 different hot sauces. You want me to die, Thunder? It's like a near-death experience. I would die from hiccups. Never mind the heat. That's my weird bodily reaction to spicy food. Is I get the hiccups. And I have no idea why. So this is corn husk, Anye. And we just soaked it a little bit with warm water so that it's more pliable. And that's what we're wrapping. And tamales have been made since as early as 500 BC. I think I have that right. So a very, very old Mexican recipe. And they used to make these when they went on like long travels because they're really easy to take since they already kind of have their own packaging. And it was typically the women that made these all together for the men to go out, whether it was on a ship or just on a long distance travel. So there's a lot of respect for these when they are made. You want me to eat hot sauce? It's a YouTube show? I didn't know that. Yeah, me testing hot sauces would be super entertaining. I wouldn't even be able to talk. I'd be like, this one? Yeah, the white stuff is corn flour whipped with pork lard, which is traditional. And then that makes it really nice and light. You're one of 5 daughters, Lemon? Yeah, Mom had tamale making circles with just the girls. Love it. Anye, don't even give me that. You can't stay. I'm having none of it. I know, complicated, honestly. It takes so long to prepare like the best stuff. But I think that's what makes it so good, is because you're just stuck waiting for there. I like to think most good things take time. Patience is key for sure. Oh, and just so everyone knows, while we're here, I'm gonna point the camera up since some of you probably haven't even seen my face yet. I'm just gonna wash my hands. So, I just got a new apron made for me by someone in Vancouver. He has been my apron guy for the past 4-ish years while I was cooking in kitchens in Vancouver. And I got my logo embroidered on it. It is unreal. And it's super comfortable. It has crossback straps. It's nice and lightweight as well. It's a nice cotton material. Really easy to wash. And he gave me an extra one to give away in June to all of my subs. So for the month of June, all of my subs, I will just put their names into a hat, and then at the end of the month, we will draw who gets to win one of these amazing aprons. And the value on these aprons is around $150. So they're not cheap, and everything is handmade. So I like to support local businesses, and he is one of my favorites. And if you guys want to check it out further, I'm just going to post the link in chat, and that's the site there. And hello, Tom. Yeah, full house tonight. Okay, we have 4 tamales left to do. Let me just quickly catch up on all these followers if I can. Yeah, the face reveal. I'm not featured. I got rated by Raffies. So everyone go check him out. He streams OSU, and he's one of the top streamers for that game. So thank you, Raffies, for that. Oh, Matt, nah, there was no raid. She's just Theic. Okay, let's do this. Ready? We're gonna run them all off. Bradley, Zach, Sai, Adrian, Mousy, Suhar. I'm the rainstorm. Chakatu. Hilal Dorsky. Fiku Desposito. Assistant Games, Laser, Dispel. Inoich. Streamed Wieners, love it. 817-294-653. Thank you for the follow. Milners, Tum, Demonic, Thieving Flea, Enzo, Transred, Erenth, Betwin, Scap Range, Dablu, and Sylv. Thanks, guys. Welcome in. This is frickin' awesome. You think Jamie made tamales on a show? Oh, while you said Jamie Oliver. So Jamie has actually worn one of these aprons on his show on TV, which is amazing. So they are well known, and I think it would be an awesome thing for someone to use if you even like cooking. Doesn't even have to be used in the kitchen. You can use it outside while you're woodworking or doing gardening. They have multi-purpose use. So just wanted to let everyone know that. Wholesome Bobs. Jamie Olive Oil. I like that better. How is there not a meme of that yet? Jamie Olive Oil. I'm on point, Anya. Thanks. Thanks, man. How are things, by the way? Has work been super busy? Yeah, people can wipe off Cheeto fingers while gaming. Yeah. Wear this apron while gaming. You can do whatever you want in it. It seriously feels like a suit of armor. And like I said, this one's really nice and lightweight. Great for summertime. Mods, can I get a couple of links to Discord and Instagram, please? While we're here. So I do have my own Discord channel, as well as my own Instagram, but Discord is where I post all of the recipes I make every day. And they are posted in PDF, so they're super easy to print or follow. And then we also like to chat a bunch in there. And then I also have an Instagram that I post every night about what I make. It's a pretty good portfolio on there already. If you guys want to see the style of food that I typically cook. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. So this one's a little bit torn up, but that is okay because it's on the bottom part where that just gets folded over, so it's not going to affect how it cooks. Chatterbait, you are the worst. You are the worst and the best at the same time. Oh, helicopter, you would notice that, wouldn't you? And I don't think any usernames surprise me anymore. Some people just have wild usernames and they can be like the greatest person ever. What camera am I using, Luminous? An iPhone 7 Plus is what I take all my food pics with during stream. So this guy, just because it is so wide, we're gonna cut it in half. And these are the last two. Yes. And then after this, we are going to make up the jicama salad. We did make the salsa yesterday on stream, and I find that is a better option because any salsas or sauces are always better the day after you make them, after they sit overnight. It's a thing. So as long as you can plan ahead that much, you'll notice a difference in the flavor quality. You never would have guessed they're made with a phone. Yeah, well, I guess the key thing for like really good photos, especially food-wise, is it's all in the lighting. Same with curry and chili. Yeah, exactly. Anything really sauce-based. Heck, even a lasagna would be great the next day. You made salsa this morning. What kind, Rise? Anya. I love when that happens. Yeah, get your late night munchies, my peeps. It happens quite often on this channel. And I am not sorry for that. Not one bit. Thanks, Nemia. You're sad he's offline, but I'm not that bad. I'll take it. She ain't that bad, I guess. This is the last tamale. Super pumped. Need one more little top up of beef. It was a joke, Rise. Of course I would ask. Now I got you. The joke is on you. You're gonna make some salsa tequila and avocado salsa. Yeah, avo salsa. So good. Okay, I might have too much meat in here. That's what she said. Pile of tamales complete. So this is how much leftover dough we have. So pretty much nothing left. And it estimated around 30, which I think we did maybe 35. So that's a good recipe. Would make it again. It is posted in Discord. And these, I pulled these to maybe tie the tamales in case they were coming apart. But a lot of people that have made these before said it wasn't needed. So yay for that. We don't need to fool around with tying because that would take quite a bit of time as well. Let's look at this massive tray. 420 came and went. Lemon, yeah, Sammy's still working. Okay, now I had a forkful of the beef. It's almost better cold. Frick yeah. I love Mexican food. Oh, sorry. Smashing things. You thought I was more like a normal girl, but I'm pretty nice. These are the greatest comments ever. Best feedback I could ask for. Thank you for the entertainment, everyone. Oh, you can fry dollops of the masa and toss it in cinnamon sugar?
Yum.
Sammy, what do you think?
Yum.
Are you gonna do the frying?
Maybe.
There's only that much left.
No.
It's not worth it, I don't think. Shadow! Thank you for the 100 biddies. Tamales and tequila for Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, I might have to do a tequila shot just because that raid was freaking awesome.
Tequila shots?
Tequila shots? What? Okay, just doing a little cleanup, guys, and then we're going to prep up our steamer. And then these are going to start to cook. And then we have an hour to finish off whatever else we need. AKA the salad and mojitos are needed. Badooch. Caramel rice cakes. Oh, those were some of my favorite ones, Anye. The bomb. It gets crusty and beautiful. I can imagine, Lemon. Maybe I'll just have to do some of those little donuts one day on stream. So I'm gonna put the beef away. The stuff in this pot is still warm. But I'm just gonna take it out of this area. We don't need it there. We want more space on the stove for our steamers, and then I'll put the tamales on the other side. Okay, a couple more new follows. What did I get up to? Scap range, dab. There we go. And you. Thanks, guys. You missed the beef lemon. Okay, let's open this. This is my steaming setup because I don't have anything really big to use. So what I did in here is I took 4 canning jars that were super small and just posted them up underneath the rack that comes with the roasting pan. And then we just gotta fill that with water. But I think real quick, now that I'm done doing all that fun stuff, I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in 30 seconds and then we'll get this cooking. Okie dokes. Are we ready? It's so quiet now, yeah. Where'd everyone go? So I'm gonna fill this with hot water, obviously. And I think we'll just do around 2 inches up the roaster. And then because that's propped up, I don't have to worry about the water touching the tamales. So that's the whole point, is when you steam something, the water should not actually touch it. Boom. So that was 4 liters of water. And then we're just going to cover it and turn it on. And then once it's boiling, then we can throw our tamales in. So we'll turn it up to like medium-high heat to start. And then we'll go from there. This chocolate is so melted in here. What? Kitchen tour. What kind of kitchen tour? Yeah, Jokery, welcome in. I got rated from an awesome streamer. I know, Steve. Show us the spice cabinet. It might be kind of hard because it's in like a pull-out drawer. Patrick, there we go. This makes so much more sense now. And just so you know, my mom is Polish, so we got that in common. She puts a penny at the bottom to know when the water runs out. Ooh, I like it. Kitchen tour. You guys are crazy. I like nothing to show. Okay, let's start at, obviously that's just glassware. But this is like one of my spice cabinets, I guess. The top shelf is like all the cheap spices, like the Clubhouse La Grills. And these are a bunch of the spices I used when I was like hardcore dieting. So those are all still up there. And then I just have a bunch of my salts that I like to collect. So here's a couple. Sun-dried tomato basil. Salted chocolate caramel, which is amazing for desserts. And then our fancy ass Maldon salt. That's the best one. Great for finishing. It's actually made in little pyramids. And then the way that it melts on your tongue is very cool. Do I have lemon pepper? I do, but I don't know where it is. I think it might be upstairs, helicopter. Okay, top shelf is just like vinegars and oils. I don't want to move the other camera. Sam and Posh are eating beef on the floor. Those two lovers over there. What brand is the vanilla? Ooh, that's a good one, Lemon.
Nielsen Massey.
Yeah, Nielsen Massey. You can get this on Amazon. Typically, it seems to be out of stock, so I'm not sure.
All first. So farm it.
Or Koala First, which I can give you the link again, which I think I gave you last time, Lemon, but Nielsen Massey Madagascar Bourbon Vanilla Beans.
The best.
This bottle is around $120. But the key here is you don't have to use much. So I've had this for almost a year now, and that's how much is gone. So this will last you a long time. You cringe when you see how much it costs. But the thing is, vegan gelato is you don't use Maldon salt as much as your other salts. Typically like to like crumble it over steaks to finish, or like a really nice plated salad. Yeah, very, very worth it. And then, okay, let's just go through all the drawers, guys, and you can kind of see what I use. So this drawer here, I have my key cooking oils, so grapeseed and olive. And then my flour. This is like my baking pullout. So sugars, cocoa, cornstarch, and whatever powders, like baking powder or baking soda. Underneath the sink, we got nothing. And then this over here is my other spice rack. So a bunch of like huge spices in bottles. And then popcorn flavorings and like whole and ground spices. And that's it, guys. That's craziness. That looks so cool. And Sammy built or put together all of those pull-out things, and they're the best. Wee-wit, thanks for the follow. He's a wizard. Yeah, he is. Nice rack, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, open cabinet. Do it. The secret knives? I don't have any secret knives. Actually, that's a lie, straight up. I have some knives that are not up there that I don't use too often. It's all set for the apocalypse, pretty much. Anye, that was so perfect. Strong pullout game, confirmed. You're bad. You are bad. Okay, next up, we need to get going on our salad. Because then we can make mojitos. Or should we make mojitos first? Should we turn it up and make some mojitos right now? mean, the rum is here. The rum is here, so we might as well just bring the thirst. Okay, we got our rum. We got our limes. We had some fresh picked mint from the garden, and it is actually called Mojito Mint. It's not super strong in flavor. I think I might go grab a little bit of the chocolate mint as well. That has more of like a spearmint style flavor. Don't need no glass yet. Mojitos in your mouth. It is vegan friendly. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a little bit more mint because I don't think this one is strong enough. Then we'll do some muddling, make some cocktails. What I would love to do right now is show everyone how nice the garden is, but I can't do that. Everything's going crazy. So here's the chocolate mint compared to the mojito mint. So the leaves are a little bit different. Yeah, is it gluten-free and grass-fed? No. No and yes. Tour. Lemon wants the tour. I can't do it though. And then I just need to go grab a can of soda water. I'll get my 4 glasses out though. Go and get some ice. You even struggle to eat ice cream? No, helicopter. That sucks. Yeah, sensitive teeth is nothing to mess with. Just post it on Discord. Yeah, but I want to show all the new peeps the garden. But they can go in through the Discord and see the garden pics. Oh, Campari and soda water. I want a Negroni now. BRB, guys. Uno minuto. Okay, I am here for my people. I come bearing ice and soda. Lemon, no! Thank you for everything today, though. Thank you for all of the help and the 100 biddies. Love you. You have 20 Stellas. That's fair, Rise. I mean, on Thirsty Thursdays, anything kind of goes. Grab a drink, sit down. We'll cheers in a little bit once these are good to go, and then we'll carry on with dins. Water is almost about to boil. Yeah, Lemon's got big biddies. Okay, so back to the mojito. So when preparing a mojito, lime juice is added to sugar and mint leaves. And then you mash that up, but you're just trying to bruise the mint leaves so that the flavor comes out. And then after that, You add the rum, stir it up a bit to get the mint from off the bottom of the glass. And then you just top it with ice and soda water. Pretty simple, I would say. And whenever you ask for a mojito, always ask for a double. That should not be a thing that I should have to tell you. So we're gonna make doubles. Holy FIFA. I haven't seen you in forever, that's so true. Yeah, I actually got a raid today. So we're just rolling with it, man. And my water is boiling. So these take an hour to cook. I'm gonna put them all in now and then we'll carry on with these. That way we don't fall behind too much. So we're just gonna start layering these in. And the way we layer it is we want the end down so that it helps to keep it closed. I've never seen that vegan gelato. Flair, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I am doing well. How are you today? Would cream soda be nice in a mojito? Maybe. I've never honestly tried it. But it might work. It might be a little too sweet though, is the only thing I would think. So we're just gonna put in as many as we can. Is it gonna fall through the side maybe? Okay, I'll put a thicker one over here. And then whatever is left over I will end up freezing just like this. And then apparently you can take them out of the freezer and cook them up and it doesn't affect it at all. And you don't want it to touch the water. So maybe we'll angle these ones just in case they decide to fall through. So we got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 tamales for 4 of us. I think we're good. So, cover that up. You don't want to lift that, like don't peek at it during the cooking process. And then we're just going to set our hour timer. Let's do 55 minutes. We'll cut it 5 minutes short. Why not? Well, we're playing a new game today. Oh, thanks, Harry. That's so nice of you to say. What even is cream soda? It's a crazy pink soda in America. Clear green. Those tacos are looking fat. Yeah, they're tamales. Fat tamales going down today. Damer with the follow as well. Thank you. And welcome in. I like sarcastic comedies. So, Bevs with Kate. Each person types 1 drink ingredient. First person must start with a base drink, rum, vodka, etc. And we see what we make. Cook with Kate has agreed to make and drink all of them. Oh my god. You guys are terrible.
You brought tequila shots.
Ugh.
Yeah, you said it. Because of the rain. There you go. I got some one for you.
Alright. Family tequila shots, I guess.
Mojitos not joining.
Boom. Crunk with Kate.
Cheers. Oh, that was good.
Which one was it?
El Toro. Or
El Toro.
You put the other one into the...
Delicious. Into the Mojitos?
Yeah.
No. Good done,
That's
Frank's
going in.
stove. Just
Viyun, you're still in here.
Yeah. So the other one, that's totally great.
You ordered a beautiful half-pound cheeseburger today. They are mini mason jars, Kinney. So that's what I use to prop up my rack. Tabasco sauce absinthe. Hasn't anyone ever put maple syrup in a drink? That would be delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going in with the
Rest
rum.
of your kind of more, you know,
Well, yeah, it works pretty well. Key stuff.
yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, we don't want the rum in yet. Follow the directions, Kate. Lime juice, sugar, and mint leaves. Focus. Yeah, Kenny, that was like the only thing I really had to use. So I was like, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna imagine what the old Mexican ladies would have had to do. They inspired me, and that is my steaming setup.
That's really good.
Burned Foods, Inc. Yeah, I think you guys have the choice. No one is playing your game. I'm sad for you. So we got some of the mojito mint. That's a must. And we'll do a couple of the chocolate mint. And then we should be good. Your next ingredient is cilantro. I like it. Man, thanks, Harry. Thank you, thank you. Aw, thanks, Kansas. Yeah, I love my fam. It's true. They support me so much. Couldn't do this without them. 100%. So we're getting limey. I'm just gonna squeeze these with my hands. Screw the squeezing contraption that they've made. You're not putting leaves in your Stella. That's a loud rise. Yeah, you can opt out of the mint in your Stella. I'm gonna do 1/2 of the lime juiced into each cup. The best thing about limes is that they don't have seeds, so you don't have to worry about that. Maybe I'll turn down this thing a little bit. You were gonna post, no one clicked that quote. What is it? Let me look at it. Coconut water. Yeah, that would be okay. Someone would clip it, of course. Actually, it's not showing up on my thing. How I keep the jars raised. Classic. Boom. We're getting limey. Did the juice go like in the cup or did I just completely miss it? Okay, next up, what else do we need? Some sugar. So I have some really good sugar for this actually. Raw sugar. Sugar in the raw. And it's just a natural, unrefined sugar. This is the brand I use. And then the granules are a lot bigger than white sugar, and it's really, really good to make for drinks or also for like marinating meat or doing any rubs because it just melts a lot slower. Lime tastes better than lemons? Yes. I did watch the clip. So I don't like my mojitos super sweet, so I'm probably only putting like a teaspoon. of sugar. Probably not even, actually. Like half a teaspoon. Whenever I was in Mexico and they'd make me a mojito, I'd always ask half sweet. And that seems to be perfect. So now, I need some sort of device to punch down the mint leaves. So I'm just gonna use the end of a spatula. I don't have a muddler. Obviously, I am not a huge drinker. So just kind of grab whatever you can find. And you're just gonna stab the mint leaves, bruise them up. They will turn a little bit darker. And that's how you know you have muddled them enough. But it says you don't actually have to tear it. And then bruising the mint like this just releases the essential oils. And that's how you get the flavor out without chopping it. Muscovado sugar. Yes, helicopter. Rise, pour some sugar on me. Hey, China, you made it back just in time for mojitos. The tamales are in the steamer. We are cooking. We have our timer on. The countdown is real. Brown sugar in porridge is the bomb. So, adding our rum now. You've never had alcohol in your life? What? Harry? You pulling my leg. You guys grew sugarcane? That is super cool, helicopter. I had sugarcane while I was in Thailand, fresh off of like a street vendor. You literally just like suck the sugar off of the cane. Coolest experience ever. Like most natural sweetness. Give this another stir and then the sugar should be dissolved. Harry, you're 50? No, I did not expect that. I thought you were like at least in your 30s. You're such a well-behaved 15-year-old. Okay, so now all we need to do is add our ice and then we'll top it with the soda. Hey, Fiscal, how's it going? Guys, I can smell the corn steaming already. It's getting corny in here. Yes, yes. Oh, Matt, you've been to Egypt? That is super cool. Yeah, sugarcane juice is super refreshing when it's made fresh. I'm doing really good, Fiscal. Thanks for asking. Kind of a crazy stream today. Got raided. I'm not gonna fill these to the brim. I might have to go grab another soda. A soda pop. Make sure after you steam them, you let them sit for a while or else the masa won't set and they'll fall apart. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kenny. Like what? You think like 5 or 10 minutes would be good? I'm going to grab another soda. Okie dokes. Am I gonna be watching the World Cup? Honestly, I never even thought about it. But back when I did play soccer, I would be all over that. Haven't played since I was 18. So almost 10 years ago now. Okay, now, the most important part is we have to taste test it before we serve it to everyone else. So I'll take this shorter one. The color will lighten. Thank you for that, Kenny. Honestly, the mint flavor is super weak. I'm being honest. You're crazy, oh Matt. Thank you, man, for being here the whole time. As always. And same with you, Amunis. Full of sugar and nan. Yeah, what have you done? Good night, boys. Thanks for everything as always. Hope you have a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow because it's Friday, so that's a must. That's really good, Harry. Props to you for that. Because it seems like kids are just like all over paraphernalia these days. Yeah, a good frozen margarita on a hot day. Y'all keep your rats supported. Yes. Okay, so maybe we just need more mint. And lime juice. I have a lot more lime. So let's tweak it. Guys, hi. My name is Kate. I'm not a bartender. I'm a chef. They're in a rush to grow up. Exactly, Kenny. That is a weird law, Rise. You can drink in a pub at 18, but you can only buy alcohol from a shop at 21. What? Sweet Optrix. Sounds good, man. Enjoy your beer and wings. And say hello to your friend for me, whoever they are. Hope you have a good one. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this down, but I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna keep doctoring up our mojitos. In what kind of restaurant did I used to work? And what was the most requested dish there? That's a good one, Vune. So I'll go to my most recent restaurant. Because the last place I worked in Vancouver was a catering company. So the most recent restaurant was a brew pub, where they brewed all the beer there on site. It was a craft brewery. And we just did upscale pub style food. Sammy was the chef there, and I was the pastry chef and kind of like a sous chef, but I never wanted to take that role because then we wouldn't be able to go on holidays together. And I would say the thing that we most cooked there would be burgers. Yeah. Sam, I didn't even read that. It's totally burgers. You can work as a bartender at 18 in America? I had no idea about that. And you know what? I think it needs a little bit more sugar. And I have the perfect thing for that. So while I was working in the restaurant that I was just talking about, we were doing a lot of product testing and development. And then I ended up finding these herb sugar crystals. So I have a mint sugar here that I'm going to try and put into the mojito. Because I haven't really used it for anything else. Let me just see if it's still good first off. Yeah, it's actually perfect. So I'll put a little bit of that in. And maybe that should bump up our flavor at least a little bit. What?
Free simple syrup?
I just put the raw sugar. I didn't even make simple. Voracious Boys, thanks for the follow. Welcome. You can serve the drinks, but you can't mix them. Okay, that makes sense, Candace. Mint sugar crystals. I also have like rose and basil and fennel. Very cool idea to like garnish a dessert with. Sugar and mint makes crystals. I have no idea how they made these little things, but here's the brand. It's called Fresh Origins. Yeah, Voracious, we're making mojitos. Okay, I think we hit it now. I think we hit the spot we were looking for. Looks like a cloudy lemonade. Yeah, I guess it would look like that. Yeah, that's true. Free sub if you guys have Twitch Prime for a free apron that I would send out to you. Yeah. Okay, Sammy, taste this and see what you think. Posh, can you not? Does it need more mint, or it's still refreshing? Okay, here's the other two. There's still a little bit of sugar at the bottom. Still a little bit of sweetness down there. But I'm happier with that. Because like I said, I don't like my mojitos too sweet anyways. But I'm going to say it's definitely not the best mojito I've had. Yum. It's refreshing. That's all you really need on a hot day. Rise, that's not the first time I've heard that. But thank you for the follow anyways. What's with all the blender bottles? My boyfriend and I drink smoothies during the week. So Monday to Friday we have a smoothie for breakfast. And that is the best spot in the house to keep them. Okay, on to our salad. We have 34 minutes left until our tamales are cooked. I know I said not to peek, but I really want to peek, but I'm not going to. Really want to. So, let's get our big salad bowl out. I'm going to use the blue one. Big Blue is what gets used around here for salads. Thanks, Rise. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was the like going saying when I was just starting to stream. It's like everyone comes for the eyebrows, but they stay for the food.
Shackers.
Just grabbing a few things from the fridge. And if you guys were here yesterday, here is our pickled watermelon rind. So that's been sitting overnight. I haven't even tasted it yet. I just want to make sure that there's enough water in here still, more than anything. Oh yeah, we're good. We are good. I just peeked, Kenny. I just want to make sure that the water wasn't gone. Yeah, good old bodybuilding days. It's insane. I would not recommend it to anyone, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna turn the cam down, but we can keep chatting. Like, a lot of people think that getting into like fitness or bodybuilding is going to help them just be healthier. But in all honesty, it is one of the worst things that you can put your body through. So we're just going to cut our romaine in half. We're starting with the greens for the salad. This stuff looks okay, so I'm not even going to fool around and wash it. I'm just going to shred it up super fine. It's 1:23 a.m. there already, Harry. Making you stay up late. Shadow. Yeah, you're just here for the meats. I believe it, Shadow. You do okay for a week, and then you're like, I'll skip today. Yeah, it's the worst. But bodybuilding is like a crazy extreme to push your body to. Like, there's a lot better options out there if you want to get healthy. And if you guys think you need help with it, don't hesitate to ask me, because I still have a lot of experience doing it. And I love to help people with how they eat and just with their lifestyle in general. After doing bodybuilding, I realized what was healthy and what was not, and kind of just changed my life after that. I don't regret doing it at all, but it definitely was not what I thought it would be. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I'm never gonna be that fake person. Not a chance. And I'm gonna stick to that. Whether there is 30 of you watching or 800, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't change who you are just to get attention. There's a couple of pieces of the core still in here, so I'm just gonna pick them out, because they can get pretty bitter if you leave that in there. Nice, Voracious. Yeah, this is a Shun Premier Series. Here, I'll just post it in the chat for you. And there's the link to that. It is my favorite knife to use by far. Just picking off this piece, it's a little bit rusty. And I would recommend a Shun knife to anyone that is looking for a nice blade. And the basic ones that they sell are still worth the money. Just this one was a gift, so how can I say no to that? Thanks, Harry. It was awesome seeing you in here again. You've just been busy with school. Well, good luck with everything. I know that finals are coming up, so I hope you do well. Have a good one, dude. Chuck the heel of the lettuce. It tastes awful. I like the bottom part where it's super crunchy. What's the most viewers I've had at one time, Bachelor Life? I was featured on the homepage. I think that was around a month ago now. And I think I was up to like 1,700 or 1,800 that day for an hour. Absolutely insane. So guys, now we're moving on to jicama. Probably something a lot of you have not ever heard of. This is a Mexican vegetable. It's not a fruit, obviously. It doesn't have seeds. And it is very similar in taste and texture to a mixture between an apple, a pear, and a potato. So it's a little bit sweet and a little bit starchy and really, really juicy. And my partner, Bachelor, no. So with those homepage features is the views that you get from that do not go towards being partner. So when they consider making you partner, they take all of those views off just because it's kind of not fair because you were featured, right? So yeah, you just gotta keep grinding, man. If you want to be partner, you will get there one day. I promise you that. But everything takes time, and if you don't put in the work, well then you just won't see the results. You've never cooked with jicama before. Yeah, I've never cooked it, but I like to make salads with it. And I think the first time I ever had it was when my mom made a jicama salad with it. And I was like, what is this? And it's just really crunchy and juicy. And with that being said, it does take on pretty much any flavor that you want to put with it. No way, Steve. That's how you found me, was on the homepage? That's freaking cool, man. I know there's a bunch of you in here that are still from that time. So thank you for staying, honestly. Twitch isn't like it used to be. I don't know what Twitch used to be. I'm still pretty new to Twitch. And honestly never thought I would be on here, but it's proven to be a pretty awesome setup for me to still be able to cook and do what I love, but I don't have to work 12 hours a day and serve people that don't appreciate my food. So that's why I started streaming. And you do have to peel the jicama, obviously, guys. The skin is quite tough. You checked out Sushi Days Cooking Streamer's website? Yeah, it is so awesome. It is very simple, and I like it. You thought I was peeling a potato before boiling it? I know, yeah, they're very similar to potatoes. Like a potato apple pear. These ones, honestly, I've had better jicama. I can just see right now that it's a little bit dry. But maybe once we cut into it, we'll check it out a little bit more. Probably not the best season for it either. Yes, Des, you need to. Just Google Justin TV. What's that? See, I don't even know what that is. Is Posh eating the peels?
Yeah. She's like, I'll just sit here.
Doggo's vacuuming the jicama peels that fall on the ground. She likes jicama. If I ever injured myself on stream, dirtbag, you would ask that. I haven't yet. Keyword yet. I think I've done really well for myself, honestly. But typically chefs injure themselves quite frequently while cooking, just because you are cooking as fast as possible at all times. So yeah, injuries do happen. But it's typically just like little burns or nicks. I've never had to go to the hospital for an injury in a kitchen. Sammy, though, on the other hand, likes to slice his fingerprints off, so there's that. Yeah, voracious. Sweet apple potato hybrid. Exactly. My peeler doesn't even want to go through the skin. Twitch came from Justin TV? No way, guys. Now we know. Thank you for the fun facts. It's nice to actually learn a little bit about Twitch, rather than just use it and abuse it. Dirtbag, you know about the finger condoms. Yes. The finger cots. I know, I remember seeing those the first time. I was like, what is that doing in the first aid kit? Okay, we're almost there. It's getting rough. Yeah, Death, were dogs the original Hoover vacuum or what? Dogs were the inspiration for Hoover. Okay, now that that is dealt with. You worked in a kitchen for 4 years, Dirtbag? I didn't know that. Nice, Kenny, yeah. And you gotta get those kitchen guys. They are terrible to servers. Just terrible. Okay, so now we can get into this further. And these do oxidize quite quickly, so you want to process them all at once, and then I typically just like to squeeze some fresh lime juice over it. So we'll go in half first. Yeah, they're a little dry, but that's okay. This one looks a bit better. And then let's just slice them this way. Maybe 1/2 inch thick. Leave it like that for now. You had an account there. It used to be sports and bird aviaries and fish tanks. What? Now my wrist is bugging me, guys.
You need me to slice the jicama for you?
No, it's okay.
I can slice it.
I'll just use 2 hands. It's okay, Nir. But you do need to drink your mojito. Or you can't. Sammy's crunk.
What?
Sammy's crunk. Jicama fries? You can fry it? This I did not know. Voracious. And then we're just gonna slice this thin until we get little pieces like that, and then we're just gonna cube it. I've also made this where I julienne it really nice and thin in the salad, but we're gonna go with cubes today for a little bit more crunch. Photography and other stuff too. That's so cool. I need a helper. It's okay, guys. I mean, that's always how I've been, though. It's like, you want help? No. I'm fine. I can do it myself. Rush, how are you? How's Mr. Rush today? What? Why are you doing it?
I help.
I'm okay. It was just the other part that was hard.
You sure?
Yeah, it's honestly okay now. Just when it was really
I'm
hard.
getting shit from chat.
No, you're
I don't
fine.
like it.
Yeah, exactly, Kenny. It's too crowded. It had people with CCTV who watched from work. This is all so new to me, guys. Thanks for the info, though. It's very interesting, I will say. Shadow, yeah, you're a good helper. Can you just eat this bacon, please? Thank you. Okay, timeline is 18 minutes. And then, like Kenny said, I need to just let the tamales rest for a couple minutes before we open them up. Otherwise, they will fall apart. So we have around 20 minutes to crush this salad. I think we can do it. Is this an inefficient way? No, just wait. This is my mise en place. So now that this is all cut like that, we can stack it up. Give a piece to Doggo, because she's being really good. Now, we just pile it all up and go to town. Look up Justin Kahn. Okay, I will do that. I also have to look further into OSU. Because maybe that's a game that I would really enjoy playing. Props to Rafi if it is. He doesn't own Twitch anymore? Yeah, he worked with me too long. We might not use all this jicama. It's a buttload. I always overestimate the amount of jicama that needs to be purchased. Maybe we'll pickle it. I was hostile? Not at all. We're just joking around. Like Sammy said, we've worked together for too long. That was for that one time that I asked you if you needed help and you said no. That one time way back. That is more than enough. Go see Mom. Okay, here's this. Now go see Mom. She's just eating jicama. Go see. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. The bowl is already pretty full. I'm gonna dice up some apples next. I'm gonna use Granny Smith's. Have a nice sour flavor to them, and they're super crunchy. And good for you. Oh man, voracious. You're in India right now and you're craving some jerk chicken tacos. Now that is what I'm talking about. Steve, Betty's just going to the mailbox. She'll be back soon. Dante! You thought you would miss it. We're still here, man. I got you. Your favorite fondue dippers are green apple slices? Shadow, what's the face for? What's the bad face for? The jerk chicken taco? My knife needs help. Yeah, got some delicious green apples. Dante, it was a stream of streams, let me tell you, man. We're just finishing up with our salad, and the tamales have around 15 minutes left to cook. Thought I would make a salad to complement the richness of the tamales. Make it somewhat healthy. You're just away from your smoker and grill. Nice. What kind of smoker slash grill do you have, Voracious? Oh, someone in chat didn't know whose Dan's gaming was. I understand the ugly face. Voracious. Okay, up next is, let's do our little bit of onion. Like, little bit is not taken lightly. Maybe that much. I'm just gonna slice it super thin. Maybe I'll even cut it in half one more time. Thinly slice it. That way you don't get just a huge bite of onion. What kind of onion do I prefer? I would say like white onion. Red onion's pretty strong, but it's really good for pickling. I think every onion kind of has its special thing that it's good for. If you click a name, it tells you when they join Twitch. Really? I didn't know that. Now some cherry tomatoes. We're just gonna cut them in half. Do they sell Vidalias in BC? I can't say I've seen a Vidalia anywhere here. Maybe at one of like the specialty markets, but I can't imagine the price that I would have to pay. Yeah, red onion is good on like a barbecue chicken pizza. That is very true, Steve. Too long, China. It's never too long. Use a big green egg and a tandoori your grandmother made, but you're Indian and have to visit your parents in India. Nice. We have a big green egg as well. We're making a brisket this weekend. It's always good to know other people that have green eggs. Gotta stay together. Okay, and then lastly, we're just gonna julienne some bell peppers. Thought I would use these guys up as well. Taking a sip of my drink. So the way I like to do bell peppers is cut around the outside. And then you shouldn't get too many seeds in there. You love peppers, Dante? This is for you, man. Peppers are really good with jicama salad. I always put peppers in with it. Especially ones that are really nice and sweet like this. Green pepper, I don't know if it would go as well as the red, yellow, or orange. Drink all of them, Rise? I don't think I can. I think I'll be good after this one. I'm such a pro. Thank you. So because my knife has a chip in it and it's just like bouncing off the pepper skin, I'm just going to turn them upside down and cut them on this side. You're just going to thinly slice them as best as you can. If I drink, you drink? Yes. I like it, Raz. Sammy drinks too, he says. Oh shit! I'm falling behind. View. Thirsty Thursdays are awesome. Yeah, they are, Bachelor. Bye, Vune. Have a wonderful night, my dude. And I will see you tomorrow. Liz, you made it in. Hello, beautiful. How are you? I'm just finishing up the salad for Dins. I need to make a little limey vinaigrette. Thanks, Vune. We got all of the veggies, pretty much. So, there's that. And now, this is my special thing that I'm adding to the salad, is we took watermelon rind yesterday and pickled it. And I haven't even opened it yet, so here's our seal. That's how you know you made good pickles. So let's taste it and see how pungent it is. And then we'll see how much we need to add to the salad. I really like the color of it though. It kind of went clear. Very, very cool. Going in. That is really good. It just tastes like a pickle. A little bit of spice to it because we put some chili flakes. Can I give you this? Okay. Okay, so it's not strong. It's definitely well balanced in flavor. It's gonna add a nice little zing. And I think it will complement the lime and the jicama and everything else in the salad really well. Pineapple's your favorite? Oh, that would be really good in this salad too. Except I don't have any pineapple in the house. We don't need to put too much of this on though. So I think a pile like that is definitely sufficient. Just a little kick of flavor is what that is. Okay, sounds good, Kenny. Rushing for the tamale reveal. Yes, you got to. And then here is our cilantro. Try and clear my area a bit. Cans in the garbage. Tip the jar. Tip the jar in. Then we would get all of the brine though. Vescovo, thank you for the follow. So we're gonna chop up our cilantro. Sadly, someone in my family does not like cilantro, so I'm gonna keep it off to the side for now. Just so I don't ruin their salad with something that tastes like soap, apparently. Yeah, this is yesterday's watermelon, Liz. It turned out so well. Super crunchy and flavorful. Yeah, no, it's the watermelon rinds. So So that's another way to use up a watermelon rind instead of just throwing it out. Yeah, I love cilantro. I've heard that it's a genetic thing though, if you don't like the taste. So apparently those people taste it differently than us. I don't know. I think they're just grabbing for something. Who are we gonna host? I don't know. You guys start brainstorming. Who's on? Isn't Sushi back streaming today? Okay, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Be back in 30 seconds. We have a minute left on our tamales. Super strong Canadian accent. See, I don't notice it. There we go. So that's off. Just want to peek. That lid is super hot. Sweet. They look like tamales. I think you would really like it, Dante. Where is Pepper? She is. I have to go this way. Watching us from afar. Chilling with Sammy. Oh. Come here, girl. You want some jicama? You want some jicama? She's like, yeah, I'm in. There you go, Liz. Ready? Oh, God. She caught it off the bounce. What up, guys? It went over your head. Are you crazy? The pieces are too big. He's doing a charity. Who is Anthony?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to go grab some limes for the dressing. We use them all in the Mojitos. And then I always like to make a honey lime vinaigrette. Only 2 countries say a boot as a boat. You're the other one, Rise. Did you miss the mojitos? Yeah, you did. But they are made. We did it. And they are not the best ones I've ever had. Straight up, I'm saying it. I'm not a good bartender. Thanks, Vune. Or sorry, Rook. Why did I call you Vune? Thanks, man. Yeah, we got a raid today. It was awesome. Raid from Raffi's. So now I will take this out. We're gonna do some juicing. You overplayed Fortnite and burnt out. That's the saddest thing ever, Steve. And I'm not sure if I need to let these, like, sit with the lid off, so maybe let's do that. You got your emote approved, see? And you were worried. Congrats, man. Scotland and Canada say a boot. And new. How about new? So 2 limes juiced. Then we will top it with some olive oil. The best. Is that Pendleton? What a cutie. Are these Crocs? No. They are kitchen clogs made by Birkenstock. This is what I used to wear when I worked in kitchens every day, and I just pulled them out because they're super comfortable, and I thought I should probably take care of my feet / body. But Crocs makes something very similar for kitchens as well. But this will protect your feet against like anything hot or anything that you drop on it. So next thing I'm going to put into here real quick is just a little bit of honey, which is solidified. So I am going to just put it into Chef Mike for a sec, aka the microwave, and loosen it up. And then our vinaigrette should be good to go for the salad, and then we'll do our taste test, and we are good. OSHA approved, yeah. We got that honey. How much honey? However much you want. I'm probably just gonna finish off this jar and call it a day. Is OSHA a thing in Canadian land? I've never heard of it called that, but it is something else. Like the health and safety certification. I know what you mean. And we're just gonna mix this up. It might emulsify, it might not. Typically you need like a mustard or something to emulsify vinaigrettes. You wish you worked in a kitchen before? It's a crazy experience. Just say OSHA. OSHA. Did the kitchens have standing pads? No, Steve. So I'm gonna give this a taste. Perfect. A little bit limey, a little bit of sweetness from the honey, and then just a kiss of the olive oil flavor on your tongue. So there's our salad with the fixins. This bowl is heavy, you guys. We got some vegetables going on. Just gonna wipe off my board and then get into a tamale. I wish Kenny was here, but it's okay. We'll dig into it. Just gonna grab the salsa from the fridge. This is the salsa roja that we made yesterday on stream. Okay, Rook, sounds good. What are you cooking this weekend, though? You gotta tell me that. So here's our salsa roja. It is made up of tomato, onion, garlic, jalapeno, a guajillo chili pepper that was dried, cilantro, and a little bit of vegetable stock. And all of that blended up with some salt and pepper. So it definitely thickened up in the fridge. Look at this. It's like almost jelly. We'll just give it a stir and it should loosen up. Because you want it to just coat whatever you're putting it on. You don't want it to be really runny. Yeah, it's true. Sammy literally broke his feet. They were just bleeding. He wore his feet down so much they were just bleeding all the time. So there we go. He played Skyrim to kick the WoW habit. Okay, let's get into this guy. So we let him sit. Let's get into this reveal. First time making a tamale. Chipotle black beans, homemade tortillas, beef and grilled chicken for some dang tacos. Love it, Rook. We got those Mexican feels this week, I guess. Okay, we're going for the unwrap. I think we did it. It's staying together. Woohoo! We made a tamale. And now, just gonna spoon over a little bit of the salsa. You eat your tamales with ketchup and Tabasco. That would probably be similar in flavor to the salsa. Thank you, Rook. Okay, I need a fork. And welcome back, Scat. We're going in. That looks so good. Just steaming beef and corn deliciousness. Thanks, Dante. Mm-hmm. Salt level, I honestly think it's perfect. I wouldn't go any saltier than that. Okay, Rook, sounds good, man. See you, and good luck with all the prep. The beef is like melt in your mouth tender. The tamale dough does the exact same thing. It kind of just like melts away in your mouth because there's so much lard in the dough, which I am not complaining about at all. You get like a nice light corn flavor. It's not like an in-your-face corn kernel sweetness. It's more like mild and savory. And then with the salsa, that little bit of spice just brings everything else together. I am super pumped about this. You don't want to chew corn shells. No, don't do it. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. And I just want to say thanks to everyone who actually helped me make these today on stream. Because I probably couldn't have done this properly without you guys, so thank you so much. Really appreciate all the love. And that is it. I'm not going to taste test the salad. I just want to show you guys how it's prepared. Mesmerized by the eyebrows. Thanks, Rise. And we're going to call it a day there. Thank you for all the new people chilling in here for so long with me. And thank you for the host as well, Rafi's. Maybe that will happen again, but thanks for all the new follows. And
Hi,
I'll be back
guys.
on tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's my last stream of the week, and we will be picking a top donator and top cheer for the week. And those people will get to request a meal for me to make the following week. So let's see if there's anyone on to raid. Thank you, Rise. Yeah, you've been super active in here, so welcome in. It's always good to have new people. Yeah, Sammy, run with the food. Okay, so Death has given me someone to go raid. Shine CB. So we're gonna go raid that person. There's no other cooking streamer on right now. This guy is playing Fortnite. Sammy stream tomorrow. Apparently he's going to Vancouver tomorrow, so I don't know if that's gonna happen, but tomorrow's stream we're doing brick grilled chicken and we're gonna make some donuts because it's National Donut Day. So yeah, maple bacon, I'm just gonna leave it there. Have a good one, my peeps. And I will see you tomorrow. Get your onions ready. Yeah, old-fashioned donuts. We're gonna be making some Long Johns. Bye, guys.